definitely not his style. He's been making the highlight reels and not with the giant tree man. It's been all about the Lee Sin, the Kazakhs, the likes of that. And we talked about Karza being a massive performer. Well, Levi's not too far behind him, and we've been seeing him for a couple of weeks now. We'll see what they decide to rotate for him. That Gragas is locked in for Stark. He'll be back on the Comfort.
And hoping to see alongside that Gragas, as we mentioned, perhaps the Lee Sin. Vedius also mentioned champions like Elise are going to stand to attention, but Graves is also there, and Levi may just think it's too high of a priority champion, clears too well. He might even be hoping that he's against the Ivern if he goes towards the Graves now, so it could be preemptive. They may even just forego the jungle pick till later in the pool as they're on red side.
It can be a bit risky, though, because you have a couple more bans coming through, and as the seconds tick down, the Gigabyte Marines lock in the Jhin for Slay.
And it's an early rotation of Jhin. They know the enemy AD carry. You do have to really look at this one and challenge why they're considering going for the Jhin. It aids in a pick comp pretty well, having the mid-range. Very hard champion to kill when it comes to skirmishing, but no mobility to speak of on the kit. He can be locked down if an Ash Arrow, which already exists, actually does hit him.
Yeah, that could be rough. Might be looking at early QSS, but here we go for Supermassive. The Lulu was left to them, and it's not going to be locked in, though. Last second switch up for Double Doge, and it's the Ashe Zyra lane we've been seeing all the way back to the start of the season.
Yeah, Double Doge is very high damage support for the team. He's got an Ashe with him, so as the 2v2 goes, not a lot can beat that. Even if they pick the Lulu now on the side of Gigabyte Marines, doesn't really win the lane. They have the push, they have a lot of damage.
Play to the strengths, that's what Supermassive's game plan is. It has been all about that bottom lane, and well, they had some trouble dealing with Karza the other day. We'll see what they do now. It's the Lee Sin locked in for Stomaged.
Yeah, good denial, actually. Stomaged can play the Lee Sin himself. He's quite a good Lee Sin player, but you always look at Levi and you say, that's the Lee Sin guy. So very clever stuff here from the Supermassive side, the TCL region denying the jungler of choice. But again, we mentioned this. I don't think Gigabyte Marines want to pick that jungler just yet.
No, they're going to say, that's okay. We got plenty of tricks in the book. As the Lulu is already picked up here for Archie, so they fill out their bottom lane. That's a lot of sustain there.
Not the best 2v2 though.
Phase 2? Definitely not. But it's a little harder to get locked down now that you've got the Whimsy and the Wild Growth at level 6.
Yeah, pretty hard to kill, I guess, the Jhin in this case, but the 2v2 is going to be a little bit lacking. The Karma perhaps could have shored up the lane weaknesses that a Jhin has, but Lulu could actually indicate once again empowering the jungle position. Lulu goes well with a champion like Kazakhs, which is something that Levi does play.
Shen is banned out by the Gigabyte Marines. It goes back the way of Supermassive, and they remove the Kazakhs themselves. Starting to dig into Levi's pool just a little bit more.
We have to look towards what the ban is going to be alongside that Kazakhs. If they commit to the jungle pool, at least probably goes along with it. Perhaps the Grave. Again, depends where their priorities lie.
Starts to neglect that mid lane matchup though, so we might see the likes of the Syndra coming out.
Yeah. Syndra is a big pick here. Actually shared between both of them, but I'd say Optimus has more counters to the Syndra.
Definitely the case, as Rumble is going to be the final ban on the Gigabyte Marines side up against Fabulous. Played that in their last game against the Flash Wolves, not found a lot of success, and there's your Syndra ban.
Yeah, so they removed the Syndra. Fabulous having champions banned away from him, Galio, Shen, and Rumble total. He still can default to something like the Nautilus, and you'd expect me perfectly fine. He has played Nautilus, I believe it's up there with his most played champions. And so they aren't banning him out, so to speak, they're just getting rid of his best choices.
Yeah, now the Gigabyte Marines, the next best choice for Levi is going to be that Graves. It's locked in. Fair amount of AD split between that and the Jhin, but a little AP damage as well from the Gragas, but that is still a pretty mean comp if they can lock somebody down.
It just pains me a little bit still to see this Graves locked in by Levi. It's not the big early playmaking champion that we want to see from him, but Graves still has a lot of early pressure. It can work. We'll have to see if it does.
Yeah, I mean, just got to get some flashbacks though, right? He does 2 games on Kazakhs and dunks on TSM, and then the Graves, not quite as effective. He was still pulling his own weight. As the last blocks are pulled in here, he is going to be that Nautilus, and Nara's going to be throwing some rocks.
Now it really does come down to Optimus as to what he'd like to play against this. You can go the aggressive Talon route, try and be a damage dealer. Zed also quite applicable in that respect. Or you can be much more of a control mage, but with LeBlanc taken off the board, Syndra taken off the board, he'd have to default to something a bit more like the Orianna if he really wants to look that direction. And there we go.
Alright, so we get juked at the last sec. The Karma you were talking about looks like might be the mid lane choice.
Yeah, it feels like they're going to be playing a Empower the Levi game here from the side of Gigabyte Marines.
When he's your standout player, you want to make him as big as you possibly can. That seems to be the game plan for both teams, but not as much on the Protect the Ashe. Yes, there's some shields, but there is a whole hell of a lot of poke. Some solid rotations that Supermassive can do. We'll see how this one pans out against the Gigabyte Marines.
It is most curious, however, that the Jun is still with this composition. You could look at, in my opinion anyway, the Gigabyte Marines draft and say they could have ordered this just a little bit better. They perhaps could have drafted a little bit more efficiently, but the composition that they've comprised for themselves is still a perfectly fine comp. They've got the fact that they have the Jin is actually the most important part, because it can still lock people down. They now have a form of crowd control that can be coupled with damage. If Lulu hits a slow, Karma hits a slow, Graves even with a smoke screen, all of these things can set up well. They aren't completely reliant on having a Gragas flash body slam as their forms of engage, so as it stands, whilst it wasn't the ideal situation, they've still put themselves together with a decent team composition.
True that, and it also helps the way that they like to play with the high mobility composition, speed boost between the Karma and the Lulu can help them in those quick decision making. Supermassive are going to have to keep their intervals tight, watch their backs. They don't want to get collapsed on. The team from TCL and the team from the GPL battling it out for a final spot in Rio de Janeiro. The big stage at MSI awaits, the play-ins. This is going to be the last hurrah for them as Thundersticks go up. The crowd gets cheering. We'll find out who's going to take this one. Will it be the Gigabyte Marines, or will it be Supermassive?
A lot on the line for both of these teams, Pyra. Fast-paced game to be expected out of the Gigabyte Marines, but will Supermassive match it? That's always going to be the question. Based off the team compositions, you'd have to say that they're very capable of doing so. Kill-oriented jungler if they choose with Stomage. There's a lot of damage there.
Yep, early game. We'll have to see where he decides to keep his focus, but right now it's a 5-man stack in the bottom. Supermassive, they're looking for a little bit of cheese, but no one's biting on the bait there as Archie doesn't go too close.
They've learned their lesson. Remember that when Supermassive played against the Flash Wolves, game number 1, level 1, they walked into a bush, lost a flash, and look at what happens afterwards. Of course, they've got a Zyra again, so they're going to set up in the bottom lane. The fact they go down there as 5, they have learned their lesson in that respect, but it means they can set up the plants if they choose. However, there is a response. A visible response.
There we go. Gonna get that ward cleared off, but now that they know it's there, not gonna go any farther.
And this isn't the first time that Optimus has gone for a sweeping lens. He actually did it in his set against TSM, I believe, denying some vision and trying to prevent the eyes of Supermassive. It's a curious choice to actually see this happen, especially for a mid laner. But what this does mean is that Levi is super important in placing wards around the middle lane to protect him or finding the enemy jungler.
Especially against an early game jungler like the Lee Sin, and now they actually wander their way into the Raptor pit. Seeing Stomage, who turns a quick 180, this is going to be a camp steal away. Gonna be able to get 1 or 2, goes in on the big one, has the smite. Abs a little bit of experience off the back of it, but that's still going to slow him down to start things off. Interesting choice by the Gigabyte Marines, 3-stack.
It is actually a very good decision because, again, Zyra is going to start in lane. If she starts in lane, she's not going to be there to lead, nor is Zaino. Naru not helping is the only other problem that you'd have to have a quarrel, perhaps, towards what Supermassive started this game off with. Lane pressure absolutely in control in the bottom lane, however, for Supermassive. So whilst it was a decent decision to deny experience away from Stomage, playing towards the strengths of what the Gigabyte Marines want to do, it does impact this bottom lane.
True that. They're going to be pushed back for the time, and now Levi's actually found Stomage. Speaking of pushing him back, he starts to swing that jungle matchup. Red buff versus no buff. Stomage is in trouble, end of the line, and he's going to have to flash away. Levi running this jungle to start things off.
And this is what it means, the battle now of the strong lanes. If they empower bottom Supermassive, the opposite thing happens for the Gigabyte Marines. They put Stomage down while simultaneously bringing Levi up. The Storm Raider surge throughout that engage was enough to actually keep him closer to the Lee Sin, over the Warthog distance, and actually almost secure him.
Oh man. Your jungle? Not enough.
My jungle, that was efficient attack.
Going for it, doubling up on those double buffs, and now things are looking good for the Gigabyte Marines to start this off. His first one happens down in the bottom side. Things couldn't get any worse for Supermassive right now, but Archie, there's the heal forced out of Slay. Not nearly gets a return kill as the Doge falls for first blood.
Alright, well I take back everything I say. The bottom lane's not going to be winning. Disregard my narrative. Apparently Slay and Archie just have what it takes to 2v2 them with a minion wave there. I don't blame Supermassive for fighting that, but that didn't go as planned.
Yeah, the Zeitnot. Archie's looking tasty with bait, but there's an exhaust on, and he's flashing forward. Oh no, it looks like he might have baited himself as a big shot from Slay completes the 2.
And Slay crits it and quits it, just like that. Lee Sin also nearby about to find Levi, but this bottom lane from the Gigabyte Marines is just going absolutely berserk.
Here's how the start of it all happened.
Now we get to see this kill as it happens once again. Lulu hits the slow. Impossible for Jin to then miss the slow, barring some kind of mistakes. You don't really see from this position how someone should die, but it's just that simple. Slay works around the crit, 2 flashes forwards, and easy as she does it.
Yeah, Stonmage now trying to make up for lost time down to the bottom side. There's a few wards out there, but slowing down that the Gigabyte Marines were able to do is really enough to keep him on the back foot. Slay and Archie picking up a couple of kills down bottom. Certain isn't hurting. Now Archie's going on a roaming spree with Levi. The action's not going to stop anytime soon, Rusty.
You notice that Archie's also keeping himself visible there as pressure now mounting in this middle lane as Levi gets closer to the level 6 point. This is the one.
Ooh, the flash auto, and it's Optimus optimizing what he can do. Now a kill in the mid solo. Stonmage coming in.
And it's a bait. They want Stonmage to hit the Q here onto Optimus because they've got Lulu and Graves nearby. They want this Lee Sin. They're out for blood, but they've been spotted.
There we go. Now he doesn't take the trip. Levi's going to tag his way in. Stonmage is going to get nothing. Lee Sin cannot catch a break.
He's on struggle street. Experience will be there, but the gold, the items, everything else will not be for Stonmage. Naru going down in his lane. Zeitnot Dumbledoge dying in laning phase. They said they could contain the pressure perhaps. They have strategies in place. Well, so far the opposite has been taking place. The weak point of the Gigabyte Marines is winning.
Yeah, now Optimus
and diving bottom
for the dive. Dumbledoge and Zeitnot. Oh boy. Talking about struggles, this one's going to be rough. It's a 4-man gang squad party in the bot lane, and they're looking to come in for Dumbledoge. He goes back to tower safely, but Zeitnot is not so lucky. It's Archie that picks up the kill with a help picks. The Doge is caught. He's taken out, and now it's Slay on a 3-0 killing spree.
This team is on fire. 2 kills at the same time. They didn't even say, screw it, we'll just get Dumbledoge. We'll go for the tower. They make sure that both members of Supermassive bottom lane goes down. The turret soon to follow with it. The cannon waves here. And Supermassive, they have no response.
Gigabyte Marines are moving out. 5-0 the kill count. Slay is going to be around to collect that tower gold, and a little bit of damage on the mid is all that Supermassive can get back. We're 6 minutes into this game, Rusty. We thought it was going to be action, but this is another level.
You remember week 1 of the play-in stage when teams were trying to have as many kills as the clock? Well, Gigabyte Marines are doing it as a one-sided affair. Just themselves, 5 kills, 6 minutes. 4,000, almost 3.5 is the gold lead. And top lane's the only one that's still holding on. I'm glad it's the first time we've seen it. It doesn't even matter at this stage because the second they rotate the Jin and the Lulu up there, all hell breaks loose.
Yeah, Optimus has got to be careful a little bit. He almost stepped on top of the mines. Naru, his first venture in this tournament on the Talia, hasn't really had too much luck right now, and obviously it's difficult to do when the bottom lane of the jungle is just getting set so far behind. But if he's expected to kind of step up and fill some of the void, Zeitnot has not really been able to match what Slay and Archie have been doing.
And one important thing to note as well for the Gigabyte Marines, I really like their decision making here, is that they keep their bottom lane down bottom, because the Infernal Drake is the first Drake of the game, and they want to actually secure that one. So Slay comes in, they place control wards down, they've all, literally everybody has refillable potions. They're trying to be as efficient as possible here. They've got their Doran's power spikes. The Infernal Drake, even though it does a lot of damage, if they set up the minion waves, slowly push them back, then they can do a lot of work. They can take it down for free, then rotate.
Right, they're compensating for some of the mobility losses that we talked about. The Jin not having a ton of mobility. Well, he's got the very early boost 3 that he picked up. Not to mention, you've got Archie's Whimsy. When Optimus joins the fray, you're going to be able to get the shield, the speed boost. It's going to be so hard for them to really catch him because they've made this Jin kind of a slippery champion. And he's 3-0 on the game.
Yeah, and he's also got a lot of slows on the enemy team. So whilst he goes for the boots of swiftness, I do quite like that. Is against an Ashe. If they get a Rylai's on Naru, he's also got the rock field. There's the cripple from Lee Sin, and Fabulous also, between all of his crowd control, has a lot of slows. And if the goal is to keep Slay alive, he needs those boots sooner rather than later to empower him, as that was close. Sleeping Lens misses.
Unfortunately, Levi's not able to get in and clear it at the back of the pit. Everyone wants that dragon.
Still set up time though.
Marines are not in a rush to get it. They will take their time for sure.
I feel like the red buff comes before the Infernal Drake. There's still vision there from Supermassive on it. You can see it just to the right of your screen.
Stonmage occupied. Now he might be just in time to see his red buff go by.
No smile.
See, no smite available. It's going to get picked up by Levi. Stonmage just a little too late. And that's pretty much the story of this early game.
Yeah, it absolutely is. And speaking of early game,
and Naru, nowhere to go. He gets a seismic shove, but he gets shoved out of lane as Archie's kicked back into the tower. That's
Nautilus is
kill
here.
on the board for Supermassive. In comes Fabulous. Can he and Stonmage make the play to save the day. It's Optimus and Levi. Curtain calls opening up, and now Slay with a rampage kill. Stomage going down. The Ash Arrow connects onto Optimus, but there is nothing but minions there, and they cannot get a follow-up. 8-2 in kills now on the board.
And they just barely clear the last minions to keep Optimus alive with pretty much no health to speak of to his name. Supermassive get on the board, that's important. The flash kick from Stomage keeps Lulu tanking the turret. She's stuck, so she will go down. The rest of the map, though, even with Fabulous getting there first, neither of them having teleport. It was just about walking down at the right time. It's still the Gigabyte Marines that choose to go forward, choose to make these plays. And compliments of a shove from Naru. Again, that is good from Stomage, but now he feels like he has the possibility to go back forward, but he can't step up. Every time he tries, he doesn't have a lot of health. He has nothing to speak of with the Q misses, so he's pretty much out of the fight. He has to run away, but because he hangs around instead of running away, he's going to go down as the plants expired just barely. They save Optimus' life by expiring.
They don't live forever, but it seems like Optimus and Slayer are making a good go of it here, having died in the first 10 minutes of the game. Neither has Stark, actually, but it's been a much quieter affair up top. We haven't touched on it because, well, pretty much just a whole lot of back and forth. A lot of sustain, but Stark with his 3-ring build, keeping himself nice and healthy. Fabulous doesn't have the shove he needs. He did get involved in that mid lane and kind of helped to make the difference a little bit, but they need some time.
He has the shove now, though. He's gone for the Spectre's cow compared to the 3 drones. Nothing's going to kill the Nautilus from this stage in the game. Stark, we already said he's a pretty important member to his team. Slay.
Oh, heal, shove, dodge. Nicely done. But he's got to be careful. The rock throw there. Now Naru in goes. Okay. Stomage. Levi manages to pick up Naru, but teleports are flying here. Optimus coming forward. Flash, Mantra Q. They've caught Stomage, but he breaks the tether. And now the barrel comes out, just sends him packing, but he's staying alive here as Fabulous hooks his way back to the safety of the tower. It's a 1-for-1 trade.
It's just so hard to kill the Gigabyte Marines. Just as a team composition by itself, they still take out Archie. It's the second death for the Lulu of the game, but 403 Slay, he is doing a lot of work. Efficient early game builds for all of the members of this team. Athene's Unholy Grail, Warriors Enchantment finished, Ghostblade also done. And while Supermassive are turning things around, they're starting to up the tempo just a little bit more. It's Gigabyte Marines always doing it first, every single time. As Jin's laid down the curtain call.
There we go, they've got an extra 8%
Get out of here.
AD and AP to work with now. And the rest of Supermassive are running for cover. The gold lead continues to grow here as Gigabyte Marines have themselves just shy of 4,000. Or just shy of 12 minutes into this game, very early on. Optimus grabbing himself a blue buff or getting down towards this bottom lane again. They keep the wave shoved as well. It's hard for Supermassive.
And credit where it's due for Supermassive holding on. The lead hasn't grown any further, but they're not in a position to come back into this game anytime soon. Naru's item build going towards the GLP. Once he completes that, he'll be harder to kill because all of the champions, the Gigabyte Marines, don't have a lot of committal crowd control. He can try and space himself a little bit better. Distance, just that extra couple of units, maybe one teemo of space keeps him alive against the Graves.
Sometimes that's the difference maker.
And it's important with a pick composition that they've pretty much got for themselves as well. The Ash Arrows come through, the seismic shove there, Lee Sin picks. Nautilus and Zyra all complements each other. Zyra often seen in Talia compositions, is something to keep in mind, because when they group up mid lane, they work together extremely well.
They just need to be able to execute those catches, and Slay has got to be target number 1 right now on this Jhin. Starting to step up really big as the teleport comes in. Stark finds Stomage, gets the kickback. In comes Optimus, though. See if they can get it damaged. No, it's going to be intercepted by the Grom. Gigabyte Marines are foiled here.
That menacing Toad would have got away with it too. Wasn't for him. No, a lot of damage. I mean, it's just a mid laner teleport as well, so they're okay here. Optimus can afford to throw that one. He's going to be rotating quicker in the first place, but still, the wards have always been there. They're constantly spotting out where the Gigabyte Marines are. However, this play for the turret, can they stop it?
Looks like the answer for now is going to be yes, but Gigabyte Marines still fancying their chances. Try and finish off at his
Because
top
Naru is not here at all, so they're trying to play the numbers game. This should actually work for them.
Tether completes. In comes Stark. He's going to bide his time. There we go. Body slam onto Stomage, but the barrel is going to be dodged now. Fabulous is the one who's locked up, but Stark is tanking tower shots through the wild growth. Stomage almost finishes him off. It's Zeitnot that gets it done, but Slay answers right back onto the jungler of Supermassive, and Gigabyte Marines get another tower.
Yeah, Zeitnot smacks him from the mid lane with the Ash Arrow. He's now pushing the middle lane turret. Supermassive have made a conscious attempt here to try and trade. Naru will get the bottom lane turret. It's going to take an awful long time for Zeitnot, however, in the middle lane to even look at getting the objective himself. So this means the Gigabyte Marines respond by keeping everybody top lane. They go for the aggressive dive, and yes, Stark dies, but that is so worth it for them, as they shouldn't lose mid if they get here in time. And overall, it's just a favorable trade.
Yeah, Optimus is going to get there to defend. It's another 2 towers traded for the 1 of Supermassive. So the gold continues to grow, creeping forward in the favor of Gigabyte Marines. They've got this early game. Looks like they're going to have a lot later in the game as well, if it even goes that long right now. Supermassive still on the back foot.
Yeah, breaking 2 turrets in the top lane is actually super important as the next Drake, again, going to be an Infernal. I feel like it's a Gigabyte Marines thing,
yeah.
By the way. The whole series against CSM, I think we saw 1 ocean, the rest were mountains and Infernals. No shit, just again. Yeah. As if a team that wants to fight for everything gets a Drake that everyone wants to fight for.
Now, here's Naru. Trying to cut them off, but the wall's a bit short right now. Looks like they ran out of budget. In goes Slay trying to curtain call his way to push them off. It looks like that'll be successful, but Double Doge is able to intercept the rest of the shots, keeping Zeitnot alive, and now Gigabyte Marines. A little uncertain here as they don't have Stark with them. He's got teleport, but he's busy on the bottom lane. Let's see if they can get this last outer as Fabulous is making his way in. He's spotted by the captive audience, and now they'll be backing off.
Yeah, they don't commit to actually taking it down. Stark does have teleport, but because Fabulous is already there, the pick that can come out of the Supermassive as a roster is just slightly too high, a little bit too risky to commit to something this early into the game. And he's patiently waiting. I don't know if he wants to find these targets, so I'm glad he left.
See, now Zeitnot is caught, and the hook catches Levi on the back half as he gets a wild growth. Collateral damage out. Stomage trying to get the kickoff, but he just kicks Slay back into safety. And now Supermassive, they're out of cooldowns here. Gigabyte Marines, they're taking a page out of the Supermassive book. This protect the 80 carry has been working out.
Absolutely. Unfortunately, Stomage misses the kick that he was looking towards, so now Gigabyte Marines stay as a 4-man unit. Stark slowly rotating towards this middle lane, lumbering along, finding some Narus, preventing the Talia.
Uh-oh, might need the blast cone. Let's see if he takes it. Boom, over he goes, right into the waiting arms of Double Doge. Stark is going to fall down to Naru on a last auto attack, but meanwhile, checking back in with mid. Gigabyte Marines are trying to make the best out of a bad situation, finish off that tower, but nothing doing.
A little bit foolish from Stark, I think it's fair to say. He thought he had the one-on-one. He was just trying to keep Naru away from the middle lane, but suddenly everybody appears, almost as if there was no minion wave mid, as Optimus has got him.
Ooh, I don't know about this. Who's catching who? The teleport's about to finish off. Naru does take a lot of damage, and that's going to get canceled by Fabulous, but now the Gigabyte Marines. CP advantage will be soon with Optimus is coming off cooldown.
This is messy,
look forward to mid.
This is very messy. This is Supermassive playing the Gigabyte Marines game. That's not what you want to be doing.
Not when you're this far behind, for sure. Double Doge is going to have to back, so is Stomage. That is the last outer tower falling for Gigabyte Marines. And the Baron, or the Dragon, I should say, 15 seconds left.
Yeah, they should be able to get to base in time. No setup actually there from the Supermassive roster just yet. They'll be moving over towards it, you'd have to imagine, as this is 2 Infernal Drakes in a single game, as the first 2 Drakes at around 17 minutes. So the immediate rotation, as expected, should be seen. But I would not fight Gigabyte Marines if I was Supermassive. The items they've got are just way too strong.
Yep. Does play to Drakthar, completed on Slay. He's starting to roll on forward, and you can see, even though it's been protection-minded for the rest of Gigabyte Marines, they've still got damage to speak of. Needlessly large rod on Optimus right now, working his way towards his next item. 18 minutes into this game, it's hard to compete right now with what Supermassive are bringing out. It just isn't going to be enough to get the fight out. However, looking to cut off Slay, he's isolated all by himself. Fast fingers there, and it helps that you got some speed boots, and now the Dragon's going to be finished off unless Stomage has something to say about it. He's too late to the party. Gigabyte Marines are going to turn around. Levi getting kicked out, but Stomage caught inside the pit. Stark taking the front line, throws the barrel into the belly pop. It's Levi getting a collateral kill, and now the curtains are open. It's a double for the Graves, looking for Fabulous. Things are unraveling for Supermassive.
It's never going to end. Fabulous, he's going to die as well.
Oh, baby, a triple. Levi is on the board.
Crazy. The fact that Supermassive used 2 ultimates mid lane, they miss and they still commit to the fight. That's signs of desperation. They're playing against a mid-game team composition that's well and truly thriving in the current environment. It does not look like slowing down from here.
No, they got themselves another dragon, they got themselves 3 kills, and why the hell not add on top of it a mid lane tower? Supermassive are going to be clinging to life for the rest of this game.
It's not going to be an easy battle for them. Remember that the Talia ultimate is gone, the Ash Arrow is gone, and Stomage just wants to get out of here. So does that Fabulous. That Gragas cast, Stark, let me tell you, when he gets Gragas, looks like a whole new man. That draft phase could already be unraveling here for the Supermassive side. Fabulous just trying his absolute hardest to get away, but guess what? You've now got a Lulu Karma composition with an extra triple kill going over to the Graves. That is a big carry if ever I've seen one.
Yeah. Talked about Gigabyte Marines, maybe revealing a lot in the TSM series, but it doesn't matter if you reveal a lot if your opponent still can't deal with it.
Yeah. Or ban it. It's like these are the things we beat TSM with. Will you challenge us on this? Will we be able to pick Karma?
Uh-oh, Sidenog going running. He does dodge the deadly flourish. Point blank Ash Arrow to the face of Archie, but the rest of Supermassive are running, and in comes Levi looking for a kill. It's Optimus who gets it at the end, and now Levi gets one more. Archie's gonna fall over to Fabulous, but that's a consolation kill. That Nautilus is locked up between 4 members of the Marines. It's a double for the Graves, and they're right on mid lane. It looks like they might be turning for Baron soon.
They're 7, 1, and 4. I think it's a little bit too early. It could take them quite a while to do the Baron, especially with death timers. Actually just being this low because we're only 20 minutes in. So the Siege seems to be the name of the game from this team as Talia says no.
All right, throws down the wall. The minions are caught. Levi is on the wrong side, but is it because Naru just gets blown up? Double doges out. Optimus will finish him off, and now it's Stomage and Sidenog trying to tag their way in, but this tower is already gone. 20 minutes. Gigabyte Marines are in the base looking for Sidenog. And now Stark, he's turned around on. Stomage just realizes he just can't shred through his health bar.
They got Slay.
He's caught. He's going to have to flash away, but you can't dodge the knock-up here. Now Gigabyte Marines a little bit low on the retreat past Stark.
They just can't kill anyone.
Give his life, but the Supermassive don't have damage here. Levi got like kill with the collateral. Supermassive are super dead.
Gigabyte Marines, what did they have for breakfast?
I don't know, man, but I want some.
Well and truly energized. Coming into game number 1, 20-6. Again, they're pretty much at the clock with kills in game number 1 of a best of 5. That's a tilter, Clara. That's a tilter.
Yep, Supermassive hanging on for dear life as they have a busted base in the mid. The Baron is on the menu at 21 minutes. Not just yet because Gigabyte Marines will be backing away. And here's that play. Extended fight inside the base.
And just to be clear, look at the health and the mana that all of these guys have. But just barely, they have enough mana to get one more rotation. Then just one more rotation after that. Lulu comes in at the perfect time, keeping Stark alive. As the shield comes on, another shield comes on. And that's so much shield. And so no one's gonna die. Try as you might as a pick composition, if the pick doesn't work, you lose the fight.
Unfortunately for Supermassive, just can't shred right through it now. 10k gold lead as Stark gets kicked away. Stomage, though, is caught up. It's fish in a barrel. And speaking of barrels, Stomage gets knocked, pinballed right into the kill from Slay. And now, the Baron is well and truly on.
Yeah, sushi for dinner, unfortunately, here if you're Supermassive. Because this Baron should be completely uncontested. Everybody not even wanting to look at the area. In fact, this is just where the sun does not touch the Pride Rock. Danger zone.
Everything is Gigabyte Marines at this point. So with the Baron buff early on in this game, they'll be looking to try and close it out best they can. Wards littered around this jungle, one in the mid. Supermassive just trying to grab anything they can. And Sidenog, normally the standout performer of this team, well, he's been riding the struggle bus in game 1.
The crowd absolutely loving it as well. Every Gigabyte victory just seems to be a victory for them. They love the bloodthirsty League of Legends games, and tell you what, that is being absolutely provided right now.
Yep. Give credit to Supermassive not saying die. However, they just don't have the damage to finish anyone off, and Fabulous, as tanky as he is already shredded down to half his health bar. And these Baron and Power minions are standing strong as Stark in the front side is intercepting every single skill shot. He possibly can. Levi bringing up in the mid. This is going to be another tower. Smoke screen laid down, and Supermassive won't even see it finished off. The Snowman comes in, gets the kick onto Levi, but he's sealed his own death warrant. Now he's going down. Barrel box, fight not, down he goes. Stark with a big kill. Redemption coming out to keep the Gigabyte Marines on the Nexus turrets. One's going down, and this is all hope for Supermassive in game number 1. Melting away. 24 minutes on the clock. 24 kills for the Gigabyte Marines, and it's a hell of a statement game to open this series.
Game number 1, a kill a minute, absolutely right, Pyro, and that is an absolute smashing for the Gigabyte Marines.
I'd say they had him over a barrel, Rusty.
That was pretty nutty. That's not how you expect a series to start, to say the least. Supermassive, they want to be that refined, slow macro team. Play the map, make Gigabyte Marines play the map, but I tell you what, felt like at level 1, when they stole the Raptors, there was no response.
Yep. Gotta have flashbacks to that Flash Wolf series where all their games ended sub 30 minutes. This is gonna be a hard climb for them if they can mentally
Play the map, but I tell you what,
ravel
felt
what
like
happened
at level
that game.
1, when they stole the Raptors, there was no response. Yeah, look at 3-0 against the
Gotta have
Flash Wolves.
flashbacks to that Flash Wolf
Expectations could be
series
chatted
where all
a
their
little bit
games
there,
ended
but then
sub
you'd have
30
some high
minutes.
hopes coming
This is gonna be a hard
Gigabyte
climb for them
Marines.
if they can
And I
mentally
think twice, but I tell you what,
ravel
felt
what
like at
happened
level
that game.
1, when they stole the Raptors,
That's
there was
gotta
no
be
beginning.
response.
Yeah, look at 3-0 against the
Gotta have
Flash Wolves.
flashbacks to that Flash Wolf series where all their games ended
They
sub 30
absolutely
minutes.
lost the game. It's
Gonna be a
okay,
hard
like,
climb for them if they can
refresh. And I
mentally
think twice, I tell you what,
ravel
felt
what
like
happened
at
that
level
game.
1, when they stole the Raptors,
That's
there was
gotta
no
be
beginning.
response.
Yeah, look
Start
at
off
3-0
with
against the
flashbacks that
Flash
stop
Wolves.
what
They
all their games ended
they
sub
have
30
more
minutes.
lost the game.
It's
It's
gonna be a
okay,
hard
like,
climb for them if they can
refresh. And I
mentally
think twice, I tell you what,
ravel what happened that game.
Start by taking a look kill pressure. Not be able to kill you. That was a big mistake in the mid lane. However, it is just first game. I can look past that. I feel that largely it's just a lack of this champion is not a kill pressure. Not be able to kill you. Bottom lane is a mistake in the mid lane. However, it is just first game. I can look past things that I feel that largely it's just a lack of this champion is not a kill pressure. Not be able to kill you. Bottom lane is a mistake in the very it is just first game. I can look past things that I feel that largely just facilitates Levi to invade red.
That said, what we did see we didn't see everything. It wasn't ideal. Where we thought maybe Supermassive was leading, they were trading objectives better and certain places. That said, what we did see, but it all went sour. And I feel like Supermassive did still show that they were in some way. It wasn't ideal. Despite how things out. Where we thought maybe Supermassive was trying to make they were trading objectives better and certain places. But it all went sour. And I feel like Supermassive Gigabyte and so they did what they could to alleviate the pressure. They also did a lot of pressure itself and without wanting to look too much negative. And so they did what they could trying to get a 1v1 kill. It's that kind of thing. Both. They also did a lot of pressure itself. But at the same time, when Gigabyte Marines they effectively everything they do, and I'm trying to get a 1v1 kill. It's that kind of thing. Both. They also did a lot of pressure. But at the same time, and you don't want to take it, it's still an incredible game. Some small weaknesses, but overall really, when you look at it, one day defining easy to see. Massive try a little bit too hard to get a kill here, and they don't want to take it immediately. Still an incredible game.
So this AD carry runs in a straight line, yet he missed all of that skill shot. So okay, fine, he's able to dodge out. But at this point, I think the best case scenario is Lee Sin gets a kill, but they should not. At any point, this AD carry runs in a straight line, yet he missed all of that skill shot. So okay, fine, he's able to dodge out. Just this point, his kick in order to try and kick scenario, raise away his steal, and I think that this was an activation. Oh, we have to try something. This AD carry is straight line, yet just got Gigabyte Marines. Wait, just this point, his kick. You wouldn't want to take that fight with those odds down. His steal, and I think this is an activation. Indicating the fight was already 4,000 gold down, and this game was already massive and had a completely available to take that fight with those odds down. And it really feels like they treated that like the indicating the fight. Maybe if you pick off Jin, who has a ton of team gold and all those things, maybe then you win. But you can't just walk into a 5v5 when you're down multiple alternates. And it really feels like they treated that like the indicating. It feels like maybe if you pick off Jin, who has a ton of team gold and all those things, maybe then you win.
after a game like that, you want to be a better team, you want to support, want to be the best 5-man unit, but it felt like nothing was going to stop Levi. They built the team going forward, to work around him as the primary carrier, but everybody carried that. They won for their team, playing the best 5-man unit, but it felt like he pushed the jungle out of Levi. Now they have to watch those stage having a hard time at least to work around a lot of the second carrier. You know, it's been safer to start things off. Might see Ivory coming out this time around. I don't know. I mean, this Massive seems like they might want to go back to basics and just remember what happened on this watch. They not want to fall down. It's been at least 8 big rows. They had safer left to start. So there's a couple of things that do need to be right. Do they want the Ivan
is always the place. Patty Tag GAM Supermassive Gigabyte to make it happen. So, like I said, I one and one. Can they do it again? Will they go up?
Supermassive with a lot of crew. Remember, as they're about to hop into this game. Gigabyte Marines 1-0 up. Supermassive on the back foot.
Similar composition to Gigabyte Marines. You got to think Supermassive might just be able to play with it, play against it.
Supermassive with a lot of crew.
Last time around,
to hop into this game. Gigabyte
Marines
Marines
down
1-0
race
up.
for us this time. The end war.
Supermassive on the back foot.
Similar competition. Gigabyte Marines. You got to think Supermassive might just be able to play with it, play against it.
For the last time around, step into this game, but still sturdy down, playing a surprise champ war. Unless the ultimate is doing kills. He's actually playing more methodical right now. Using ultimate. Some of it's right. He can't afford to waste more than ultimate man.
Chance to steal the blue buff, and then he'll just take it away. Have all that extra methodical. See where the vision game is going to be. I like control boards with the river around it. Looking to see that dragon. Chance to steal the blue buff side. He'll just take it by green. Guys will edge up on the red buff. See where the vision game is going to be.
And he's never really fallen behind. He's no measure taken blues. He's invaded the jungle. He's taking rocks away.
Gone in on RDD up on the red buff.
Still, Levi exists. He's not behind. He's still able to do a lot of damage. Has isolated target. The jungle. Increase that with a voice.
Gone in on
Set
RDD.
to go. Set to make fix. It's all about who comes down. It doesn't feel like it's all coming down to the bottom. They're basically everybody's looking at it.
That's one thing that definitely understands the game, but all that vision right now. Gone in on RDD.
Set to go. Set to make fix.
Their advantage to get themselves a fight that starts changing
It
things.
doesn't feel like it's all coming down to the bottom.
Fighting for time. Teleports on both top laners. Start being pushed back in by Zap. That just mud flame, but turns in. Gets the bot. That vision right now. Running a little bit low, and you can see it just hasn't been a huge amount of damage. Starts still getting pushed back right now to the bottom. Just trading in moderation. Teleports on both top laners.
It's going to take a very long amount timing and be actually close to like perfect. Exactly where it was going to go. The idea was we'd probably say that he should have jumped towards the trailer. Had his stuff ready, actually close to like perfect. Exactly where
Levi is. Nobody is even taking his stakes. Finding out. Massive.
probably say that he should have jumped towards the trailer.
Despite his map that he's got backup, he has teleport available. Levi is not the only one. He isn't even taking his stakes. He's scaling up right now. Finding out. Picking up Massive. He has sort of others. ALI forward map that's basically gone. He has the extra good. He's scaling up right now. Finding out. Look at that Marines doing it. He has sort of others.
Winning this game, they could avoid that. They could just keep Stark up and try and hold on. He has the big one red stream of it. Stark's going for armor. He's actually stacking with Marines doing top fighting now. That's fine. That's going to avoid that. But if I was him, that Stark would actually become a banner of command. And I would just put that into the rubber line. They have fun up leaving. Think about that. That's fine. But if I was him,
We get a small moment to kind of prove that he started out at a slower pace than Massive wanted to have, and then everything kind of exploded in mid lane. Unlucky smite by Levi.
That's the red card just kill it either. He has to sit there and channel as a rapid
Small moment to kind of prove that he started out at a slower equalizer to try and push him off the tower here. They end up exploded in right lane. It's not here. Unlucky smite by Levi. They are able to get it down at least a third of the way.
sit there and channel.
Massive, like they were a little decisive. After that equalizer, no doubt.
Lightning has been one of the best athletes there and one of the most underwhelming athletes we've seen so far. This is helped me need. I'm going to throw my whole out really to try and catch everybody that I can. So Lightning has been one of the best athletes now. The most underwhelming athletes we've seen so far. This has helped me need. I'm going to throw my whole out
So, you see where the vision is starting to shift on Massive. It's based on games that we were Baron on the Rift. Very early attempt using Massive. Obviously, kicked by Marine last time. They had a massive lead. So, signaling giveaway.
This is farming well. It's not like the gold difference has just been like very exacerbated out of control for the rest of the map. It's still mostly like a 3k advantage. Reasonably far ahead. This is farming well. It's not like the gold difference has just been causing very exacerbated out of control. It doesn't have too much. Syndra can still one hit easily. Syndra, believe it or not, reasonably.
And Optimus is not the problem.
Yeah, going through. There are serious things out there. The Supermassive. Honestly, they're looking much more dominant. Can still better.
And Optimus is not getting crushed by Flash. I think that's demoralizing for anybody, to be honest. Make it hard massive. In fact, I think they're looking around after really difficult loss. We might have ourselves serious on our hands.
That's not a complicated last thing. To beating the Gigabyte Marines, let's be clear. Supermassive had a laning phase that is looking alright in low. Their bottom lane's still not performing to
Loss. We might have ourselves
they are
serious.
playing a little bit better as they've kicked off the barrier.
The dark right now, by Marines, they actually aren't going to go and check it.
I feel like they have to, but they're walking the safe way. This is still taking an awful lot of time. Playing a little bit better as they've kicked off.
Now Levi's
Might be too late though.
the dark going down to 3,000. All of a sudden, Supermassive aren't going to go and check it.
Earthbell's going to get like
seeing redemption's on. Can Gigabyte Marines stay alive? And Stark and Archie getting healed up, but the curtain is calling. Snowmage's getting chunked. 1, 2, 3 intercepted by Fab Fabulous. Russell looking for Stark, looking for Optimus. Stark goes into the skies, and now they're going to take down the rest of the opposition. Healed up. Levi is last man standing as Stark comes back up, only to go back down. Intercepted for Zone 9. Looking just like that. Supermassive. What about the Gigabyte Marine?
And Supermassive, they wanted to even this series up, they did not bow down to their opponents.
Only to go. Got the one-man flare. Supermassive got it 5 ways. That's going to be 1-1. What about the answer back? The answer to Supermassive.
They wanted to even this series up, they did not bow down to their opponents. The mental reset was there. That could be a game victory for them. If it was 2-0, that could have been a close one inside, but not to be seen. They're set to go. They give themselves time. They're thinking to pick themselves the calm with this whole competition. They actually built themselves something that could be a game victory for them. If it was 2-0, that could have been a close one inside, but not to be seen.
Like last year, you had a player around that is being very proud of his action, but also that Jason actually built somebody else on the captain.
And that's the point, right? Not losing your laning phase, getting through the leading game, being able to find a place in the game where you can actually be exposed and make the right decisions. Most importantly, making the right decisions in the area. And that's the point, right? By losing your laning phase and just betting through one after game, being able to find a place aggressive to a fault, actually be exposed.
And unfortunately, for Gigabyte Marines, kind of a bit behind, so that's why we're sitting after 1-1 series. But Supermassive, they wouldn't be flawless. They still make some mistakes. We saw what happened. We saw what happened in the first attempt. But they did extremely well. They kind of went back in. They played it safe, but unfortunately, towards the ground, and that kind of did. They saw Optimus coming a mile away, and they were able to transform once the Darkest Barrel hit.
Yeah, I think I agree with you. Honestly, we saw the flawless performance out of Supermassive side. However, comparing games 1 and 2, that was monumentally better.
Huge improvement. See if they carry through. Was coming a mile away. Check the analyst test. See what they make.
Yeah, I think I agree with you. Honestly, we saw the flawless performance.
Thank you very much, gentlemen. Of course, I think the first thing we have to talk about is the change.
1 and 2,
Rapid,
monumentally better.
big part of why Supermassive grew.
Yeah, the key difference was that iPhone side of Supermassive. So everything else pretty much exactly the same, except for the fact that Supermassive said right now. The interesting thing here is the fact that Gigabyte. Yeah, the key difference was that they had the option for getting themselves raised or for getting themselves. I feel like the greatest, the interesting thing here, I think that you just accept the fact that that means guaranteed they have the matchup for getting themselves. However, because they do that, they then have a lot of themselves and you're seeing how I feel like the greatest, the interesting thing here, I think that you just accept the fact that.
But I think we're seeing something that TSM also seeing
and you're seeing how
there's a high but I think we're seeing something that TSM also seen if things as well, but we're seeing a bit of a narrow scope in oxygen and but I think we're seeing something
like I think that it's I think you're right in the sense that as well, but we're seeing a bit of a narrow scope but I don't know in terms of what are the options you have, right? It's actually pretty different. Like I think that it's I think you're right in the sense that especially if you're going to leave Rumble, like they banned it in game 4, they decided to ban away the broadness instead in terms of what are the options you have, right? And then you give options to be able to make that chance, especially if you're going to leave, because every time you like they banned it in game 4, you're right then ban away, lose or you're down instead. This is one of the options you have, and then you give
I think the adjustment we'll see in the next game might not even take a Rumble back exchange for the Virus. Like option traffic. Just on half. I think the adjustment we'll see in the next game might not even take a Rumble back exchange for the Virus.
Gigabytes do it, like they've got extended, so overall Supermassive still dominant. You're in a really mid-game point, is Ivan make that map playing with ideally against the other.
Of course, the difference between game 1 and game 2 is very visible in gold and green. Carries to look at it. Game 1 is displayed at 1,900 gold in 10 minutes. This game will 1,500. Yes, still an advantage, but not absolutely crushing. Of course, the difference between game 1 and game 2 is very visible.
And a lot of the players that get
Carries to look at it. Game 1 is displayed at 1,900 gold in 10
first game we
minutes.
saw
This game
GAM
will 1,500. Yes, still an advantage, but not absolutely crushing.
from that, I had a lot less confidence this game watching Slay. You came in with you wasn't 2-0. Now I felt like in the first game we saw GAM better 6. I think it was the decisions that From that, I had a lot less confidence this game that Supermassive playing you went 2-0. Now I felt like in the first game we saw GAM better 6. I think it was the decisions that
Yeah, I didn't be studying because I said pressure was going on before. I think the real issue for Supermassive is like this rumble got super fed, and when you're a Jin, you really have you struggle to have the same scoreline that you had. Like even if Jin was at the same scoreline, if you go to the rumble for 7-1 at one point, like you're gonna have a rough time. Super fed, and it feels like you're a Jin, you really have you struggle to have the same scoreline that you had. Like even if Jin was back-to-back fights, where Supermassive are just able to turn this around using the power of rumble on a bit drawn out. You're gonna have a rough time. And it feels like you're a Jin, you really have to struggle to have the same
already by this time optimistic out of the fight. The arrow cheated with this fast Supermassive. You're right, it is a lot of pressure against my power. Just on Jin. Already by this time. Very extended fights. Was an example of a lot of pressure against my power. Kills when it gets just on Jin.
Bear in mind the bottom lane is Supermassive. They're just trying to keep Gigabyte range as busy as they can. Notice the Optimus is nowhere near the break. You realize he can't join the fight and then Phantom's break is like bear in mind the bottom lane is worth highlighting how well Supermassive Gigabyte range is busy as they can. They know the auto rushing nowhere near the break. Optimal for them, however, Supermassive were able to max some of the skirmishing pressure. Gigabyte range was put down, and then whenever they saw the windows, Gigabyte
Yeah, when you combine your 80 carry damage and your mid-laner's damage, it doesn't out-damage a rumble, you know you're getting ready to bang. Look at that fight, too. You can follow that batter to flank on rumble. If he's behind, maybe that causes him. Yeah, when you combine your 80 carry damage and your mid-laner's damage, it doesn't out-damage a rumble, you know you're getting ready to bang. We did see that rumble fail. Look at that fight, too. You can follow that batter to flank on rumble.
I don't think it's necessary.
Maybe that causes him.
Take on tilt because a lot of them have played against fights actually and that's why they got better. The big difference is not only do you have a lot of matches competing in fights, they also Supermassive just know how well that's why they got better. The fact that you have a Syndra trying to shut down once a big difference is not only do you have the fact that you have multiple parries, right? They always play around. Supermassive also knows how well if you're the Gigabyte Marine, where a single item on board, you have big items where it's getting beat by not only do you have
I'm curious, so are we taking Iron off board in the first game? So far with Galio, King Horus,
Stop banning Galio. Just stop it. I do not like I can understand why, but I also think that Galio is a champion.
So are we taking Iron off board in the first
The Gigabyte so far could very well be Horus and dead. Stop banning Galio.
So that's something that I actually think should
I can
make
understand why, but I also think that Galio is
not that effectively. I think Stark is fairly the Gigabyte numbers. Gragas will play Galio in that Gragas matchup. I think it's the start. So that's something that I actually think should the right because they don't only have their options not and then force Supermassive Stark into a situation where Gragas will play Galio in that Gragas matchup. I think it's the start. So that's something that I actually think should the right because just say they don't only have their options not
how you look at it, somebody needs to damage or trap Supermassive adapts incredibly well in game 2. Gigabyte Marines are in game 3. Seriously. How you look at it, somebody needs to damage or trap
lingering where it was in game 1. It shows up in game 2.
Harris is left up, but Lulu that had been taken by SUP for a while here is going to get locked in by Supermassive. Might need to hit a couple notes.
And then finally, again, you're expecting the response to be with Gragas. Do they go for the karma with it? That's the question. I much prefer what Supermassive have done this time by picking themselves for Lulu. In saying that, they didn't pick the Ashe. That slays Gragas. Do they go for the karma with it? That's the question. I much prefer what Supermassive have done. Exactly right. So Lulu, the adaptation from Supermassive, Ashe always going to be responsive. Slay has been a pretty good Ashe player for the team. But as has Sidetrack. So honestly, it could just be the highest priority champion that now goes to waste. But Varus exists, and so Ashe, while she exists, has longer range of her engaged tools. If Sidetrack picks the Varus and is nearby his team, to be supported, can still be an engaged tool. So honestly, it could just be the highest priority champion that now goes to waste. But Varus exists now, and so Ashe, while she exists, has longer range of her engaged tools. If Sidetrack locked in here, it's not nearby his team, to be supported, can still be an engaged tool. So to be able to get a higher priority jumper once we get at least could take something like that on wave on Levi. There's also another pick to take on him with Van in the second game after a loss to it. So a very valid higher priority jumper once we get at least could take something like that on wave on Levi. There's also another pick to take on him with Van in the second game.
Quite as effective on early on because he kind of got set back by let's go made on that Ivory, but he's still pretty potent. He's still able to find no threats. But instead it's the early Cinder lock-in.
Okay, so they rotate their Cinder before the second ban phase. I like that they have a priority on him still. We've already seen Naru play Jace be pretty fine into the champ, but you know, didn't outright win the laning phase. And we still look towards jungle, it's just that little bit more so if you were the Marine, whereas Supermassive, they still already get the Naru play Jace pretty fine into the champ, but you know, didn't outright win the laning phase.
Off the table now, so
look towards jungle, it's just that little bit more so if you were the Marine, whereas Supermassive
Dan's over in there, but they take any farm off.
and that's what I expected to be seen as the third pick for Operations. I'm a little bit surprised the Cinder was immediately locked in. Karma already displayed the ability to be a flex pick for the team, but instead it's going to be removed off the board. This does leave open an abundance of jump to be seen, however. Stomage was a little good on the Graves, so you really want to give Levi the lead. Displayed the ability to be a flex pick for the team.
Marines on their side of
But
it.
instead, it's going to be removed off the board. This does leave open. Shen exists currently, however.
For the first time this series.
Yeah, first time it's up. They get rid of the Fizz, but really want to give Shen's also a pretty good champion.
It's been the least in a way, and now with Levi Marines, they lock in. The Shen's the Gragas usually up at the top.
Shen exists currently, however.
For the first time this series.
Yeah, first time it's up. They get rid of the Fizz now. Shen's also a pretty good champion.
It's been the least in a way, and now with Levi Marines, they lock in. The Shen's the Gragas usually up at the top. Decisions after 10 seconds for the first time this series. Lock in, and actually goes up. They get rid of the Fizz back out.
Shen's also a pretty good champion.
It's got to be the Kazakhs.
It still makes sense. Levi is an outstanding Kazakhs player. He's going to be to the Graves. Not an easy jungler to go and find. He can move back faster than kind of the Kazakhs, to say the least. But for what it's worth, he has looked out. Still makes sense. Levi is less support coming into the third game to protect Graves. Levi almost non-existent to go and bed the last two. Faster than kind of the Kazakhs, to say the least. But for what it's worth, he has looked out.
Still going to be an echo lock for Naru, though. This is something that's been a little bit more comfortable for him. A couple of plays during a really hard to play stage, and there is your Shen locked into the back.
It took an extra couple of rotations in the draft, but they have to reveal everything here. So Supermassive, they lock themselves as Shen, someone who can get around them very quickly. Does quite alright in the top lane as well, able to survive. It took an extra couple of rotations in the draft, but they have to reveal everything here. So Supermassive, they lock themselves rounding out the draft. Shen, someone who can get around very quickly. Does quite alright in the top lane as well.
Supermassive bringing the game number one. Very different bottom lane for Supermassive as they are as literally both felt to them. A team that not maybe this series, but typically had played around its AD carry.
Yeah, definitely is. Supermassive, you have to say, have compiled themselves a decent team composition for the type of game that they want to play. Naru can go absolutely insane when he gets that echo rotating around the map trying to push. If he goes to Syndra, so that's not that simple. However, Supermassive Marines, their bottom lane has honestly exceeded expectations that they want to play. Naru did say that's the one place where Zion on a double zone favored the 2v2. But so far, even in just entertaining phase, you still actually give it over to Slay and Archie. Honestly, particular reason they've now just
themselves within reach of Rio de Janeiro.
Finally, that
Third time today. Marines out of the gates. Looking to find back. Looking to get their first victory in quite a while. Within reach of Rio de Janeiro. I wonder will they? Finally, that third time today. Marines out of the gates. Looking to find back. Looking to get their first victory in that victory. Within reach of Rio de Janeiro.
What if this matchup now? Having Barris having a move is very easy.
High stakes matches are very massive for no strangers to the stage. The Faker Killer Patrick. Proud thing for a lot of players. He wants the chance to do the high stakes matches. Definitely very massive for no strangers to the stage. Don't mind the details. It's okay. Everyone having a last year. The Faker Killer Patrick. Proud solid for a lot of players. He wants the chance to do the high stakes matches. Definitely very massive for no strangers to the play today.
So Archie and Slay showing a lot of respect as well, not actually walking into the bottom lane, not going into the brush, just sitting back. It means they're not going to win lane at level 1. Optimus actually gives him a leash. What a kind gun.
He still a few away. Still thinks he might be in trouble, actually. Raptor is doing a lot of work, and now Naruto is right for the health. Instant ignited, but Optimus is pushed too far forward. In comes Naruto, timeline.
Where are you going to go?
Wrong side of the away. Still thinks he might be in trouble.
All right, here we go.
Here we go. A lot of work, and now Naruto is right for the health. Instant ignited, but Optimus is pushed too far forward. In comes Naruto, timeline.
This is time to get set. Where are you going to go?
Wrong side of the away. All right,
Here we go. Got him. All right, we're on the board. I don't understand how that actually happened. Naruto's going to have teleport as well, so not only does he get the first blood, he's going to go back to base, probably going to fly another ring, teleport into the lane. Got him. Left, right, good night. See you later on. Have fun in your laning. I don't understand how that actually happened. Naruto's going to have teleport as well, so not only does he get the first blood, he's going to go back to base, he's going to fly another ring, teleport into the lane. Got him. Left, right, good night. See you later on. Have fun in your laning. It's very what a compare and trust levels of stress and ability to start to get back to himself. Naruto's going to go to one. He's just going to fly another ring and teleport into the lane. Upside. Left, right, good night. See you later on. Have fun in your laning. It's very what a compare and trust levels of stress and ability to start to get back to himself. Naruto's going to go to one. He's just going to have ourselves very drag and start things off. Next, now left, right, good night. See you later on. Have fun in your laning. Naruto's very powerful trajectory and crazy jungle. These are those moments that just should never happen on Summoner's Rift. Levi just always going to be there as the Echo Ward. He dashes into the wall. He should not be dead. He is dead. And just like that. That was not meant to be a laning phase for Optimus. That just should never happen on Summoner's Rift. Having a great time. Levi just got to kill Summoner as the Echo Ward. He dashes into the wall. He should not be dead. He is dead. And just like that. That was not meant to be a laning phase for Optimus. That just should never happen. Having a great time. Could have flashed, could have taken the same route. That's exactly the base that you have to make on it's all about who can use their own
dodging out of those shots. That's a bigger hitbox on the Ash. Fight starts up. Still 5-5 on everybody. Buffalo's only level 4 actually. We're getting dodging out of those dangerous Optimus. That's a bigger hitbox on the yeah, Levi hits him.
Same time as his solo laners, as his cousins. Why does Levi really not cousin? He gets to evolve. ridiculous Gragas you would expect going into controls during that lane phase. In his own right, Fabulous should be okay. We don't usually look at this top lane between Stark and Fabulous to say someone's going to outright beat the other person. We still always bring our attention towards from the jungle down on your champion list, because jungle is usually the most important lane, but Naru has been very consistent at the moment where outright beat the other person spontaneously dies on level 1, but barring that, has been quite solid on your champion. A lot of lane 2v2 is honestly been surprising, because Naru has been very consistent at the moment where outright beat the other person spontaneously dies on level 1, but barring that, has been quite solid on your champion. A lot of lane 2v2 is honestly been surprising, because Naru has been very consistent.
At a certain moment, the team was going to have an answer So Optimus with nowhere else to go. Shut down by immediate turn for a Stark. It's late to the party. It's 1-3 in favor. She's going to get masked up.
Yeah, for no particular reason, Levi is just split pushing Graves right now. So yes, they get the kill. And that is a very good move from Supermassive trying to party its back into this game. It'll end up becoming a turn. For no particular reason, Levi is the primary Graves right now. So yes, they get the kill. And that is a very good move. Stark is trying to party its back into this game. It'll end up becoming a turn. For no particular reason, Levi is the primary Graves right now. So yes, they get the kill. And it is a very good move. And this is quite simply the arrow hitting followed by the fire. It's like Kraken shot that you see from now. Optimus destroys Zone. You know what Graves is largely basically a non-factor as well. Because there's just one too many extra things in the arrow hitting. You have to imagine with Graves using Levi, that Optimus destroys Zone. You know what Graves is largely basically a non-factor. Story is all of that too. Because there's just one too many extra deficit. You have to manage to retain that using Levi. That Optimus destroys Zone. You know what Graves is largely basically a non-factor.
You gotta be careful. Cyclone chase through and collateral damage, everything thrown at him, including Levi with an end of the line. Cyclone is gonna limp away from his power, not so long.
It's a little bit much, don't you? Start now. Gonna probably try and do it himself. Maybe throw it explosive out somewhere.
Including Levi with an end of the line. Cyclone is gonna limp away from him. Bolsonaro, and he's really shot on the heel with even more there. And Fabulous comes in and runs down the heel of Optimus. Fabulous tries to recommit back in. The mail not enough damage to slay. Will take down heel Supermassive there. Fabulous comes in and runs down the heel of Optimus.
So in terms of killing the sun, it wasn't during the duration of the Ash Arrow that it wasn't going to happen. It wasn't one of his scenarios that he's on. So in terms of killing the sun, it wasn't during the duration of the Ash Arrow that it wasn't going to happen. It wasn't during the scenario by Marine. So in terms of killing the sun, it wasn't during the duration of the Ash Arrow that it wasn't going to happen. I don't know how much of this will be desperation. They are at the very least going to pull it out. They've got control of this now. If they try and fight this, remember it is on the scuttlecraft. Because here, Supermassive probably don't want to fight it, that's what I'm saying. They want to try and sneak it out. They've got control of this now. But they try, you know what? Here we are. It is on the scuttlecraft right here. But 2 levels to Levi.
It's gonna go the way of Soulmage. He gets it at the last second, but now Supermassive can get out.
They have to respect with the extra levels on Levi. Might would have been enough to execute damage down to 2 levels. Levi.
It's gonna go the way of Soulmage. He gets it at the last second. Now that way is direct.
They have to respect with the extra levels on Levi. Might would have been enough to execute damage down to 2 levels. Levi.
It's gonna go the way of Soulmage. He gets it at the last second. Now that way is direct. Soulmage gets a big kick onto Levy, but he's still dishing the damage onto Zygon. There just is not enough. They're Supermassive, and this platoon of Marines is charging in.
You can kick him in, but if the turret's dead, it's not a danger zone anymore. In fact, Levi was dead kicked under the loving arms of his team, where he turned around and destroyed everybody in front of him. The Graves is huge, and unfortunately for Stone
setup plays out for Levi. Levi can back on the damage, saying, hey, your fight's on there. But despite all of this interesting stuff happening in mid lane, the bot lane continues to be a hugely contentious subject. So Sonic and Giga setup plays out. So first blood like coming out. It's like they have a blood pact there. Someone's got to die in bot lane every time we go into game. This time, 1-for-1 trade, and it just goes south here. T-Con looking ahead. First blood like coming out. The Zyra dying.
It's like they have a blood pact.
Someone's got to
It's
die
the
in bot
hardest
lane
move of all.
every time
It's a
we go
powerful
into
play.
game.
They just need to show a lot of respect. But I think that game 4, one of these, they're going to use each other now. It's like they have a blood pact. It's like it's a powerful special. It's a powerful play. They just need to show a lot of respect. But I think that game 4, they just points down the Zyra. She gets kicked out. Yeah, it's like it's a powerful play. It's a powerful play. There was a little bit more communication about that.
They stop fighting. They're like, okay, we've learned our limits. It's time to stop fighting. And both these sides seem to be like, they think they understand that. Like, we're definitely going to win it at level 3 this time. We swear. They stop fighting. They're like, okay, we've learned our limits. It's time to stop fighting. And both these sides seem to be like, they think they understand that. We're definitely going to win it at level 3 this time. We swear. They stop fighting. They're like, okay, we've learned our limits. It's time to stop fighting. And both these sides seem to be like,
It had already kind of started that massive, and then that series of back-to-back fights
I think it was a second fight. We're going to take a chance to look at the second fight. The first fight goes in favor of the